Welcome back to Golf Center. We are very pleased in this segment to be joined by former Champions Tour player and co-founder of the Players Amateur, Tom McKnight. Tom, thank you so much for being with us.
It's great to be here, Chris.
One thing we'd like to know right to get out of the gates here, how did the Players Amateur get started back in 2000?
Well, the Players Amateur really was born on a plane flight. Duke Delcher and myself were flying to the U.S. Amateur at Pebble Beach in 1999, and on the way out there, we just came up with the idea. We've both been playing a lot of tournaments. We said, let's start our own and do the things that we think are the best about all the tournaments we play in, and things that we think we can do better. Let's do that too.
How did we go ahead and form the original field back in 2000? How did that come about?
Well, at the time, Duke and I were both playing in a lot of amateur tournaments. It was the U.S. Amateur. We were both on Walker Cup teams. I was on the World Amateur team, and we knew all the young kids that were the best players in the country or in the world. And so when we decided to do the tournament, we started kind of twisting their arms. Guys like Matt Kuchar and Bryce Mulder. Say, look, we're going to try to start this tournament, and would you come and play? And they said, just tell us where to be and when, and we'll be there. And we kind of got instant credibility, and the guys, they all wanted to come.
Now, Tom, back in 2004, the Heritage Classic Foundation became involved in the event. Could you please tell us a little bit about how that came about?
Well, we first approached the Heritage Classic Foundation in regards to a sponsor exemption for the winter. And Steve was gracious enough to, and the foundation to allow us that to happen. And after they got involved, they said this is a great mix for us because we have a charitable aspect to the tournament. And so they said, look, we've got the personnel. Would you like for us to kind of come in and help run the tournament and provide people and personnel and do things? And it was a great fit for both of us, so it's been a win-win situation for us.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the second year you're at Berkeley Hall. Where has the tournament been prior to that?
Well, the tournament started in 2000, and it was held at Belfair, and it was there until last year, and we moved it to Berkeley Hall, and we're there now. Okay,
so the tournament's not that far away. What preparations are underway to get ready for it?
Well, right now we're trying to get the field. We've got about a 78-player field, and we have exempt players. And to start with is to get the field, and we've got probably 72 have committed of the exempt players, so we'll finish filling the field in the next couple weeks. And as far as the golf course, Berkeley Hall stays in great shape, and Danny Malone, the superintendent, does a great job there, so he'll take care of that. We don't even have to worry about that. We have a lot of housing and volunteer issues that are being taken care of, and that's looking good too. So, there's a lot goes on behind the scenes. Matt Presnell and his staff do a great job of helping us too. So, it's very easily done at Berkeley Hall, and we're excited about the tournament coming up.
I would think, Michael, with the infrastructure that Berkeley Hall has and with the
Absolutely.
Courses they have here, if you're an amateur and you get an invite,
you're gonna love
it wouldn't
play.
take you long to go, okay, just tell me when
Absolutely,
it is.
Absolutely. But beyond that, Tom, what do you think attracts the world's best amateurs to come play, and what big names have already committed?
Well, so far this year, Bobby Wyatt is the #1 ranked amateur in the country he plays for University of Alabama, and they just won the NCAA tournament. He has committed to play. We've got Brady Watt is on the Australian national team. He's like the top 10 world ranking. So we have a lot of high-ranked players that'll be here, and it's just we have a waiting list to fill it out, and with a limited number of players, like say about 78 to 80 player field. There'll be a lot of people wishing they got in that didn't get in, and we wish we could accommodate more, but it's just a tough because it's a strong field.
Now, I understand with the Heritage Classic Foundation, and the way that they operate, obviously, they're huge they're all about charities. How can we, be part of this, with the Players Amateur?
Well, with the Players Amateur, one of our main goals, we had two goals really with the tournament, and one was to provide the best amateur tournament in the world, and two was to, at the end of the day, to provide some money for charities, local charities. And that's very, fit right in with the Heritage Classic Foundation. So we have several different packages that we have set up, and also, you can contact playersam.com, talk to the Heritage Classic Foundation. But there are several packages, and you can participate in a Player Am day on on Wednesday, the tournament. And it's a lot of fun to be out there. It should be a great week.
What are the dates of the tournament so everybody can dial themselves in?
The tournament itself is actually July the 11th to the 14th, and it is open to the public. And we hope everybody will come out because you'll see the best amateurs in the country who will be the next superstars, the next Matt Kuchars, the next Ben Curtis, and the guys Lucas Glovers, and the guys who have have played in the Players Amateur. I mean, it'll be fun to watch.
Well, Tom McKnight, as we lead up to the tournament the next few weeks, we look forward to talking about it more. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And we'll be back right after this.